If you're not doing it, looking up words and preaching the truth in the right way, you're causing division. The scriptures say shun people like that. When you read Romans 16 and 17, it says in Isaiah 2, Israel shall possess, Hebrew 51:57, nakal, Strong's definition, to inherit, as a figurative mode of descent or generally to occupy, to have, to take inheritance, to inherit. The blue letter, to get by possession, acquire, to take possession, to inherit, to have or get as a possession or a property. So we're going to inherit other nations, man. The Lord is going to give you to us as an inheritance, man. You know? He's going to give you to us as an inheritance, man. And it says, in Isaiah 14:2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and for handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. So were not we taken captive from we had fled into Africa during 70 AD, the Roman persecution. We lived in Africa 1,500 years. And we were on the west coast of Africa, in the so-called, not the so-called, but the Hamitic nations, and the Arabs, Ishmael, came together with the so-called white man, and they sold us into slavery. And we came over here on cargo slave ships, man. We were their captives, and they were our oppressors. Let me read that scripture again. It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And that's in Isaiah 14, a prophecy that Isaiah, the Lord gave to Isaiah. We were taken captive, man, and ruled by our oppressors. And that scripture say we are going to take them, and we're going to rule over them. Just like the scripture says in Jeremiah, hey, it's going to come a time for hunting, man. It's going to come a time for chasing, like Leviticus said. It's going to come that time, man. You know? It says, and it shall come to pass that in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrows and from thy fear and from thy hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So in that day, the Lord is going to take that off of us, man. That's why the scripture tell you in Micah, this is not your rest, man. This is not your rest, man. Now read it. Micah. The book of Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, man. So when you read that, that's why he said this is not our rest, man. But when you read that particular scripture right there, when you go back into the ancient world, the Lord was telling Israel that Canaan, like that wasn't our rest at the time, get out of there because it was polluted with those idols, man. And that's the same way now. We're captives being oppressed by our oppressors here in America. And the Lord said, arise, this is not your rest, man. This particular place here is polluted with all kind of idolatries, man. And our people have fed into those idolatries and laid in the bed with all these different idols, man, to the point it's polluted. So the Lord is saying, rise, this is not your rest, man. We have to wait ye up on the Lord to come get us out of this place, man. You know, we have to wait up on him, and he'll come take us out of it. He's going to come take us out of this place. He's going to be leading the forefront of that army, man. He's going to be in the head of that army, man. You know? It says, I got one, Deuteronomy. I think it's in Deuteronomy. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 20. And to the Lord Yahweh have given rest unto your brethren as well as unto you, and unto they all also possess the land which the Lord Yahweh your power have given unto them beyond Jordan. And then shall ye return every man unto his possession which I have given you, right? So we have to wait on the Lord. He's going to actually come get us out of this place and take us back to our homeland, because the ones who possess that land now are who? The Khazars, man. The Amalek. Amalek is possessing that land right now. And the Lord is getting ready to destroy America, and he's getting ready to destroy the Amaleks out of our land, and then getting ready to take us back over there, man. Getting ready to destroy them and take us back, man. You know? And it says, Isaiah 14:3, and it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein wherein thou was made to serve. Hardcore slavery, man. Right? We in captivity, man, but a lot of our people think that we're not in captivity. You believe that you are free. You're not free. You might be free to be a civil servant, but you have a birth certificate. You have a social security number. Right? That means you're not free, man. You're like cattle, man. You're a number to the Rothschilds, man. You're their cattle, man. That's how they keep up with their cattle. That's your tag, man. You know? And it says, verse 4, thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased, man? Right? It says, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, man. That golden city is America, man. You know? That golden city is America. How has it ceased, man? Through thermonuclear destruction, man. It says, verse 5, verse 5, the Lord Yahweh broken the staff of the wicked. He's broken what? The authority, right? And the power of the wicked. Because when you have a staff, that's symbolizing of power, man. He said he's broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, man. He's broken it. He has smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth, man. It says is persecuted who rule the nations in anger, and none hindereth, man. I'm gonna look that up. Isaiah 14:7, man. He that ruled, right, dominated, that's Esau, dominated and reigned over the nations in anger, right? He is persecuted. He's persecuted, right? He's being pursued. He's gonna be pursued, right? And none hinder it, man. Meaning what? Nobody gonna basically hold back, man. There won't be no restraint, man. You know, they won't spare it. They're not gonna spare Esau in that day, right? And we're not gonna spare him in that day, man. You know, We will not. We will. We not gonna spur you, man. Basically, you know, especially when we hunting and you chasing. You know.